Now that we've all whipped you into a frenzy of excitement, I'd like to welcome all of you here today. And I have just one announcement, and that is that next week, a week from today, which is Wednesday, right here in Ackerman Grand Ballroom at noon, Michael Keaton will be here. And that's another event sponsored by your UCLA Campus Event Speakers Program. The other announcement I'd like to make is that our guest is here today to answer questions, and I think most of you know the procedure. There's microphones on either side of the ballroom, so if you do have a question, please use those. Our guest today, Mr. Joe Piscopo, is very unique in that he's an actor, a comedian, an author, and of course a sports guy. He began acting in high school, and after college he did some commercials for Dr. Pepper, Buick, and some other products, as well as performing at the Improv in New York and other comedy clubs. He joined the cast of Saturday Night Live and was with it from 1980 till 1983. And more recently, he starred and co-produced an HBO comedy show called The Joe Piscopo Special, which will soon be available on home video. He's just finished a new movie entitled Johnny Dangerously, which is soon to be released. And he has co-authored a book called The Piscopo Tapes, which is available in the back of the ballroom. And Mr. Piscopo has graciously consented to signing copies of your books. So afterwards, if you'd like to buy a copy and meet us back up here at the front, he'll go ahead and sign one for you. Would all of you please welcome our very special guest, Mr. Joe Piscopo.
Thank you. Holy mackerel, man. I didn't think anybody would show up. Thanks for coming. That was great. I thought I'd be out here all by myself saying, yes, I have a question for myself. That's very nice. That's my name, Joe Piscopo. Let's all say it once so we get it straight. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Ready? Joe Piscopo. I can't believe people do that when I ask them to. It's like, yes, I just got out of classes, Joe. I'll do whatever you want. I'm wrecked. Well, it's very nice to be here, and again, thanks for coming. That's nice. Hi, guys. Where are you guys from? Is this from school newspaper? Or, like, can I grab my crotch on here? Just... No, get me started. I want to see the guy that looked like me. Who is this guy? The Joe Piscopo guy? Is he around? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, thanks, pal. Okay, great. I knew I looked like Bozo, but I mean... No, I'm only kidding. And who won? The Donahue guy won? Oh, well, that's nice. And we'll have lunch together. And I'm looking forward to it. That'd be good. I can't. It's so funny. They said, Simon & Schuster goes at the end of last year, you want to write a book, you know? And I said, how much? And... I said, yeah, I guess so. And now it's turned into this, because you have to promote it. So I'm here actually promoting the book, and I feel a little bit like a prostitute, but to be nice. But actually, guys, I'm telling you, the book is fun, and I had fun with it. Now, we have questions and everything that folks are going to ask. Is that what we're doing? And camera crews and everything. We have entertainment tonight. The most annoying theme song in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think it's on.
My, oh my, what an annoying theme song. Ladies and gentlemen. They should put lyrics to the Entertainment Tonight theme song. Entertainment Tonight. This is show business now. Ted Koppel's got a good theme song, right? That's my favorite. You know, dum bum bum bum. They should put lyrics to that. I'm Ted Koppel. This is Nightline. I look like Howdy Doody. Man's ears are amazing. ABC seems to have a lock on goofy guys. They go off the air with Ted Koppel and come on the air with David Hartman in the morning. It's like going to bed with Howdy Doody and waking up to Bullwinkle. It's great. Do you ever hear David Hartman in the morning? Good morning. This is Joan. So this is what happens. I do David Hartman on Saturday Night Live, right? So they asked me to go on Good Morning America. So out of respect, I go on with David Hartman, and we're sitting across from each other. The light kicks on the camera, national television. Hartman goes to interview me. Damn if he doesn't start doing it. Well, Joe, well, good morning. I freak out. Because I studied so much tapes of this guy. I live with this guy, literally, I start doing him back. Dave. Like dueling doofuses, Because that's my persona. It is my persona. You know what I do? You know what I do for a good time? I go to malls. I actually go to the mall with my wife and my little kid. I'm like, and people see us and go, "There's a doofus family, isn't it?" So me and David Hartman hit it off. It's great. Should you want me to do some material? I had some material. You want me to do a little bit? Well, let me see. What do we got? Well, I can stay right here, I guess. I feel like a professor here all of a sudden. The guy I miss most on television, I think, is Tom Snyder. Tom Snyder's good. I'm telling you, the thing with Tom Snyder is that he used to have the craziest shows in the world on, right? And no matter how crazy the shows were, he always had a good time while he was doing it. Did not care about the audience. It was like, "Good morning, everybody. This morning we're talking to a group of Nazis who plan to open a chain of kosher delicatessens." "And for you hard of hearing, good morning, everybody." Doesn't he come across like he's really kinky into leather and things like that? And then, the bend over. "Get me the young one with the panties." I like that. Tom, relax. It's not that funny. Yes, it is. Tom Snyder. Here's a quick impression of Spanish Tom Snyder. "Hey, interesante. So, you know what it is? You see, I watch all these guys on television. And you know what I am when I watch television? I'm a clicker. You clickers here? Closet clickers? It's okay. Yeah, that's right. You cannot watch a television show for more than 10 seconds at a time. It's true. And in front of that TV, it's like, "Oh, let's see what's on the game." Unbelievable. And this is why cable television is a godsend. Because you've got the box. The man knows. You've got that box. That guy installs a cable television. Boy, you can get anything you want. You can get Japanese television. You can get movies, every kind of movie playing at the same time, right? Music, sports. It's great, though. You're sitting in your chair. You got a beer in your hand, the TV, and the box. This is me watching television with the box. Boom. This is CNN, the cable news network. All news all the time. We never run out of news. And now a report on the history of paint. This is ESPN, all sports all the time. We never run out of sports. Coming up, the International Fencing Finals. On HBO and HBO only, a world television premiere. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather. Boom. It's showtime, but I'm fun with special sports, movies, music. Tonight, a world television premiere. From TBS to Superstation, it's Candid Camera. And now here's Mr. Candid Camera himself, Alan Funt. We thought it would be funny. If we dump some toxic waste in the backyard of a small New Jersey home. And now a few minutes with Andy Rooney. Do you ever notice how annoying my voice is? And how I ask too many questions. Yes, a world television premiere. Boom. Reside lo chile con son de recente. Boom. Hello again, everybody. Joe Piscopo Live, Saturday Night Sports. The big story. ESPN. Exciting, thrilling, boring. Boom. You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. Boom. You can't talk to me like that, Corleone. I'm Mo Green. Boom. Yes, Corleone. I'm Mo Clean. Wait. Boom. Now watch what happens when Fanny Flare goes up to the door in a radiation suit and tells the family they have to move. Boom. And you ever notice my eyebrows look like Don King's hair? Boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, not the song. God, no. Boom, dan, 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 dan. Poof, dan, 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 dan. Poof, dan, poof, dee, poof. Whoa. Yes. It's the old reverse shot. Everybody go like this into the camera and see how much you can use. I guess the editor back in the room. Oh my God, we can't use that reverse shot. Here's a quick impression. Every front lawn on Long Island, New York. Never understood those statues. Anyway. Okay, now I relaxed a little bit. I was nervous, man. This is wild. This is like a real school, you guys. You should be. It is. I went to a college called Jones College in Jacksonville, Florida, which was. It looked like your laundry facility. It was really unbelievable. It was unbelievable, and this is really nice. Well, anyway, I'm here to answer some questions, so you guys want to throw some out? I'm open to anything. Where are the microphones?
We're over here on your right.
Where to my right? Why don't I see
Over.
it? Oh, great. Hi, how are you?
Oh, fine.
Why do I feel like Donahue now? Yes, what do you want to talk about? Masturbation, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, you do it against the wall. Great. Okay, next. I'm only kidding. Believe me, I'm in a silly mood. I'm a little nervous. I'm only kidding. But you can say anything you want in the world as long as you follow it with only kidding. It does. It gets you off the hook, and you can tell the truth at the same time. Bill, I'm fooling around with your wife. I'm only kidding. No, I'm only kidding, man. Hi. So, hi. What's your name?
Peter.
Hiya, Peter.
Hi, Joe. As an obvious performer, what compelled you to write a book? And without purchasing it, what's it about?
Why don't you give me a copy and I'll read it for you, Peter, right now. No, you know, what honestly happened, Pam Norris, who helped me write it, who was just brilliant, she was a writer on Saturday Night Live, said to me, Simon Schuster actually said to us, why don't you write a book called the Piscopo Tapes? It was completely Simon Schuster's idea, and I thought it sounded like fun, because it would kind of like, I worked so hard on those characters on the show, you know, I thought it would be neat to like kind of document them. And, I mean, between us, I don't think the book's going to do anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's great. I have a little thing to show my son. You see, I used to do this, I used to do that. And it was just kind of fun. And it's fictitious interviews with all my characters. We got Frank Sinatra on the cover of Rolling Stone. And I'm still standing, believe it or not. And it's the shortest, it's the shortest Rolling Stone interview ever. We put Joan Rivers on the cover of Playboy, which is and of course I play all the characters. We did a massive photo session for the book, and David Letterman is going to kill me when he sees what's in this book. I dressed up as David Letterman, right? And we went to the Ritz Rock and Roll Club in New York, and we titled it. We put him on the cover of People and said, "The Real David Letterman." And I got him boogieing, and he's with like women, and he's drinking like Boilermakers. and you're not going to see me on late night, I'll tell you that. So, but that's what the book's about, and it was just more a fun thing than anything else. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Joe.
Do I go to my left now? Oh, hi. Yes? Oh, okay, go to right. Yes.
Hi, I was just wondering how it is that you achieve all the looks. You mentioned that you dressed up as David Letterman. How do you do that?
Well, Letterman, interestingly enough, there are facial features that, except for the gap, the facial features that kind of are pretty similar. But I have to credit Kevin Haney, my makeup man, who was just simply brilliant. You can't do those intense characters. Not intellectually intense. Makeup intense characters without having like a good wardrobe guy, a good wig person, and a makeup man. The likes of Kevin Haney. The guy is just brilliant, and I'm telling you, I'll sit in a chair, and I can remember doing Saturday Night Live, and they'd say, Joe, the way I did Sinatra, you're doing Sinatra. I said, I can never do Sinatra. I can't do Sinatra. I sat down, and Kevin put these things on my faces, and it's a lot of fun, and I got to credit him for all that. That's why I really get into it.
You do it well.
Oh, thank you. You do too. Thank you.
I'm trying. Hi.
But go ahead.
Left.
Left. See, I went to Jones College. I don't know my right from left.
Hi. Could you tell us what it's like working with Michael Keaton?
Keaton he's coming in Friday, right? Is this Friday he's coming in?
Next week.
Wednesday.
You gotta come see Michael. He is the sweetest, most wonderful guy in the world. I can't imagine. We're gay, Michael and I. And let me tell you, so I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Oh God, what am I doing? I'm saying things tonight. I'll be in bed going, why did I say that? But anyway, Michael is the most wonderful person in the world because Johnny Dangerously was like a massive lead for him. And that meant being up like 5 o'clock every morning on the set. And he was always nice, and he was always wonderful. And the problem I had with Johnny Dangerously was, if it was a problem, was staying straight with Keaton because the two of us just hit it off, and we kept giggling throughout like two little girls. It was really ridiculous. It was and Amy Heckling, the director, would go, come on, guys, cut it out. And I cannot say enough about Michael Keaton. He is a great talent and a great guy. He really is.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Back to your right. You mentioned Frank Sinatra, and you're still standing. What kind of feedback do you get from the different celebrities that you impersonate?
Well, I am pleased to announce that Mr. Sinatra doesn't mind. And I tell you, I am a big fan of his. If you listen to him musically, I'm a child of rock and roll. I really dig rock and roll. But you got to admire Sinatra for all he does. So I honestly am a big fan of his, and I was actually nervous that I was offending him because he was such a hero to me. So I was at the Friars Club in New York. This was about a couple months ago. And it was a Dean Martin testimonial, and I was going to get up there and do an impression of Dean Martin. Real quick, just get up and just leave at the Friars Club of all things. I can't believe. And Frank was there. So Frank, like I know the guy, okay. You know what I mean. Mr. Sinatra was there, okay. So I'm on the dais. I'm up on the dais. They had like 3-tier dais, and I'm up on top, and old Blue Eyes was right by the podium, and so I didn't get a chance to meet him or anything before I was going to go on and do him right next to him. So I kind of just tried to get his attention, and sure enough, he looks up at me, and I was real cool. I went like this. The doofus in action, ladies and gentlemen. And he just looked at me, and he just batted his eyes, and he looked away. And I thought I was dead. I really thought that he was going to put me away. I thought he was going to get in the days and go, this guy's a little so-and-so. But he got on, and he acted, his first words were, and I was Dick Cavett. I was sitting next to Cavett, man. Cavett's a real wise ass, So he is. Dick's like, the guy's nuts, So he's going, hey, you're going to get killed now. Okay, nice knowing you, No. I was really genuinely nervous. So I was sitting there, and Sinatra starts, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, this next guy fractures me. And as soon as he said that, he says fractures, a great Sinatra word, isn't it? So I said, wait a minute, is he going to come? And he complimented me. He said, he's great. He's the vice chairman of the board, Joe Piscopo. I wet my pants. I really did. I was excited, and and then I got up next to him, and I did this, if I may. It's the way Sinatra is great to me is the way he holds a note longer than anybody else in the world, and he does that best on the song "Old Man River," where he goes, "Tote that barge, lift that bell, you." I love the way he says "you" too. You get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get so weary. I did. I did it. I did that to him, and you know, he was laughing and everything. He's going, that's good, and I'm going, oh, thank God. So I may gush a little bit about FAS, but boy, he is a hero to me. So
another quick question.
Look at the voice on you. Do you work radio here, pal?
No.
You just got big ones, yeah, right?
You've done.
Hi, how are you, honey? How are you? See you asking somebody out using that voice. Come on, talk to me, baby. Like these guys talk while they make love. Feel me, baby. I'm only kidding.
Okay.
No, I am. Sorry.
So you've done movies, television. You're an author now. What's next for you? Joe Piscopo does a rap song, maybe?
No, actually, what's next? I'm supposed to be doing a movie called Wise Guys with Danny DeVito, which is a great script. Matter of fact, it was a great script. I loved it so much that they rewrote it, and this town is wild. It's really something. A great script written by a guy named George Gallo. And I read George's script, and I loved it. And then it's over at MGM, and I said, let's do it. We're ready to go. And they rewrote it, so now I didn't like it. And now Danny and I are working on it again with a guy named Norm Steinberg. And we'll be doing that in February. Wise Guys. That's a good, I like that script. It'll be good. And thanks for letting me fool around with you. I mean, so good. All right, baby. No, you know what I mean. Ooh, baby. Am I going here?
Hi, Joe.
Hi. What's your name?
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
If I started a Mary Gross fan club, would you like to become the first charter member?
Yes. Sure, I will. As a matter of fact, see me later and I'll sign it. She is so sweet. And
What
let me
else
tell you
is she
something.
doing?
What is she doing?
Besides Saturday night.
What is Mary doing? I don't know. It's a good question. Should I make up something?
No.
I don't know.
I just think she's a great talent, too.
She really is. She's really sweet. And she is. Oh, guys. I'm going to get nasty here. The biggest breasts you'll ever see. There you go. Let me tell you, it doesn't show on camera. It was the highlight at read-throughs. I swear to God, isn't that terrible? I shouldn't say that. I'd probably embarrass the hell out of her. But all the crew would come in at read-throughs just to watch Mary. So anyway, but she's nice. Yeah, sure, I'll sign. Charter.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Catherine. Hi.
Can you tell us about your movie Johnny Dangerously?
Yes, I
and can we get a screening of it here at UCLA?
You got it right now. Let's do it. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. You want a screening of Johnny Dangerously here? You're going to see how much power I have now, you know? They wouldn't even put out the movie now that I said that. You know, I was talking to Michael about this, and he's the guy to ask about that, about this private screening. No, I don't see why not. Yeah, matter of fact, when are we going there, Paul? We're going on Saturday and Sunday. I'm doing a press junket, and we'll see if we can get a copy of the film over here. Sure. Paul's going, right, Joe. Yeah, you got it, pal. Johnny Dangerously is a parody of gangster movies. It's in the tradition of the Roaring Twenties, The Kiss of Death. Michael plays a character. It's a James Cagney type character, where he takes charge of this gang, and it takes place about the 1930s. And I play his his arch rival. You know, Danny Verman is my name in the movie, and I'm a real sleazebag, and I try to take over the gang, and it actually is a struggle, I guess, between me trying to take over the gang and Michael trying to hold on to it, and Michael's brother being is actually a law guy. He's the DA, but no one knows that except for Michael, and we find that out at the end. And Danny Verman goes out to get Johnny dangerously. So it's a fun kind of thing. I can't believe I just said that. It's a fun kind of thing, you know. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Joe. This is Ken.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
Hi. Did you do your own drumming
I want to get to know you, Ken. Hold on. How are you?
Okay, Joe.
Where are you from, Ken?
I'm from Agora.
Where?
Agora?
Is that from around here? Oh, I don't. Is that?
It's out near Malibu.
Oh, San Francisco? Okay.
Close to that.
Guys, thinking.
Joe, did you do your own drumming in the HBO special?
Uh-huh.
You did. Very good. How about that surfing?
The surfing? No, that I didn't do. I'll be honest. I like you, Ken.
Thanks, Joe.
I like it. Ken, is that a crew cut you're wearing? Is it? No? No, you know what? I did do drum. Drumming's my favorite instrument. I love to play the drums. And yeah, we did that. But the surfing, I love to surf, but I'm a horror. I've been surfing since I was 15, and I'm probably the worst surfer in the world. But I'm one of those guys that just like catches the wave and go, all right! You know, like, the Duke of Anamoka. What was that guy's name? But yeah, that was me playing the drums. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Lisa.
Hi, Elisa.
Hi. Are you going to be doing anything on Saturday Night Live again?
No, I don't think so. I guess I could say I knew I would be asked that question. Watch me get out of this one now. I didn't leave on the happiest of terms on that show, and I shouldn't even say that. Yeah, it's pretty. I shouldn't even say it, but I screw them. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know what? I owe that show so much, and I'm so grateful to NBC and to even to Dick Ebersol, to all the folks over there. But they just always had this attitude. I'm telling you, and please realize how grateful I am, because I know if I didn't do that show, I mean, I'd be a produce salesman at the Jersey Shore, you know. So I'm very grateful for the show, but they always made it feel, and even with Eddie, man, it was amazing. They made you feel like you're lucky to be here, son. You're lucky. And they didn't know Eddie was talented. The 48 Hours came out. It was very, very interesting over there. But so no, and after I just told you that, I don't expect to be back anytime soon. So who knows? I'll have to do my own special again, I guess. Hi.
Hi, Joe. My name is Dave.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Pasadena.
How are you? Where are you from, Dave?
Pasadena.
Pasadena, all right. He said that real fast. Pasadena.
You know what?
What? This is the question I dreaded, I know.
Lisa asked my question.
Oh, Lisa just asked you. Well, you must have something.
So, I don't know, is there anything you want to ask me? Or that was my question. I was going to say, Joe,
how long have you been a schmuck, Dave?
What can I say, Joe?
Everybody, only kidding. What is it? No. You're from Pasadena?
Yeah.
And what do you want to do when you grow up? When you graduate?
I want to be like you.
Say what now?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I said I want to be like you.
Oh, my man. Okay. Security.
I thought of another question. How'd you get on the show?
On Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, that's my
that was a
question.
good question.
Thank
you.
you.
And that was off the
And
top
it
of your head,
was on
wasn't
the
it?
spot, too.
I got on the show because of a writer named John DeBellis, who was my pal from Dumont, New Jersey. And John was hired on the show to write after they did the wise move of firing everybody else on the old Saturday Night Live. And boy, I didn't want to get on that show at all, you know. I mean, I just didn't want to do it because I knew what would happen. But I went in, and I auditioned. They just said, "Okay, Joe, you don't have to go through all the little private auditions that they did. They'd bring you into the office, and then they'd have you read with somebody, and then they'd bring you in again. And they must have brought in 1,000 people and had them read like 10 times each. It was incredible. But the Bellis got me in because he knew the producer, and he said, just get in there and do a thing on tape. So I just went into actually, which is now David Letterman's studio, and I did a 5-minute audition tape. And I'm telling you, I was so lackadaisical, and I didn't care about anything, so much that I was so cocky. They said, if he's that cool, we got to hire this guy, I'm sure. But it was only because I didn't want the job, and it proved right. But I swear to God, because that first year, that was, that you've heard me say that on the special, it's true. I'd walk down the street, people go, hey, you're the new guy from the new Saturday Night Live, right? And I'd shyly say, yeah. They'd say, you suck, And then, we'd go to parties at, like, Michael O'Donoghue's house, Michael O'Donoghue was like, Michael O'Donoghue started the original Saturday Night Live with Lorne Michaels and everything. And then I was so embarrassed. John Belushi would come in, and Danny Aykroyd would come around, and I was just totally embarrassed. Billy Murray was the guy that really made you feel at home. He said, you're right, it sucks, but you're a nice guy, It was good. But, yeah, it was terrible. That was terrible. Oh, but I got the job. I'm glad I did, too. So, hi. A real casual pose. You're gonna have to use the zoom lens for that one. Let me tell you. Anyway, how we doing? Okay, hi.
Hi.
What's your name, if I may?
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Seeing as how we have two Phil Donahues here, I was wondering whether you might consider an impromptu sort of Donahue off.
Sure.
To see who really does have more talent.
Where's the guy? Hey, come on up. First of all, I got to meet this guy. Look, he gets up like Donahue would too. You sit and then you do it. Hi, what's your name anyway?
Greg.
Greg. Do you have a last name, Greg?
Yeah, Babarovich.
Labarovich?
Babarovich.
Babarovich. Greg, number one, you don't spray paint your eyes when you do a character.
No, that was funny.
You could do it now. Let me see. Show me some of your Donahue moves. I'll show you what to do. Go ahead. Show me the moves that you were doing. I'll show you what to do. Go ahead. That's good. That's a good one. It's more. Greg, lift your shoulders up. There you go. And drop. You see my hands coming down? And when he makes a point, it's, I don't know.
That's right.
And he picks his nose, Greg, too. He goes like But thanks. Are we having lunch later?
Yeah.
Great. What do you want? We'll order now. What would you like to eat, Greg?
Chasen's.
Chasen's is okay with him. Okay. He said it real matter-of-factly. Chasen's, Joe, okay? Yeah. Let's do it. Greg Babarovich, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's pretty neat. Okay, where are we going next? Where do we go next? Anywhere? No? Caravan? Okay. I don't know what I would ask myself either, folks. Where are you from? Photographer, where are you from? Oh, you're a freelancer? They just let you in? We need photographers, please. Come in. Well, anyway, folks. Hi, if there's no more questions, I'm trying to think if I have anything witty and nice to close with. Just that I'll plug the book one more time. Johnny Dangerously, I'm going to seriously see about a screening, for you guys. I'll see what I could do. And now, when is Michael coming? What is today anyway? Wednesday, right? Is it all day? Thank you very much. And Michael's coming in the day after tomorrow, right? December 5th. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Got it now. Well, and then we'll see what we can do, But listen, I appreciate you taking the time and coming out. And again, I feel funny being in this position, but I appreciate it very much, and I hope to see you all again. So.